SportsBit is powered by BetOnline, driving the opening odds market since 2001. Visit sportsbookreview.com to learn more about BetOnline and its A+ rated platform in the link below.
Big game breakdown continues. December 28th, the Alamo Bowl. TCU Horned Frogs minus 2.5 and 49 against the Stanford Cardinal. Oh, that's not a plural. This isn't the Louisville Cardinals. It's Stanford Cardinal. Sorry, that's my momentary lapse of reason. Let's go. 2.5 for TCU. This game could get to 3. We're seeing signs. We're seeing juice on the 2.5s right now. All the early money has come on the Horned Frogs. If you like the Stanford squad side, there's no urgency to play it. The Cardinal, they've been pretty good. 4-2 straight up and against the spread in bowls under David Shaw. TCU, 2-1 straight up and against the spread the last 3 after missing the 2013 bowl game. They had been on an 0-5 point spread bowl run under Gary Patterson prior to that, although they were winning those games 3-2 straight up. The TCU's bigger problem has been as a bigger favorite in bowl games, not in terms of their ability to compete in these bowls. That being said, talk about Gary Patterson. Let's talk about David Shaw for a minute. David Shaw, 12-3 against the spread as an underdog at Stanford. We talk a lot about Tom Herman and his record as a dog. David Shaw's not getting that same love from the markets. He's not getting that same love from the media. The bottom line is 80% ATS, decent sample size for Shaw in this underdog role. This is a team with solid fundamentals, and solid fundamentals will almost always keep you in the hunt. Of course, for Stanford, it's a time off, give him a plus. Bryce Love wore down over the second half of the season. He was never at 100% over the back half of the campaign. He still finished with 1,973 yards and 17 touchdowns, 8.3 yards per carry, despite not being healthy. Now, Bryce Love's probably going to be at full speed in this one. And the extra time also, they give Stanford a chance to develop the sophomore quarterback, KJ Costello. Costello, he didn't have the number 1 job in fall camp. He didn't become the true number 1 starter until the last 4 games of the season. So now they get a real chance to tweak the offense around him. The last 2 games, 6 touchdown passes without an interception against Notre Dame and USC. I've been impressed with KJ Costello thus far. So is David Shaw. Quote, here's his quote after he beat the Fighting Irish. He'll sit there and tell you he should have had 5 touchdown passes. For a young quarterback in this kind of environment, the pocket wasn't perfect. Those guys are good. They're a good pass rusher. Clearly, Costello, he's hungry. He's a bright kid. David Shaw has a lot of faith in his young quarterback to get the job done, which is not something that I'm convinced that TCU and Gary Patterson have with Kenny Hill. Kenny Hill made more than his fair share of mistakes this season. And TCU, of course, they were set for a New Year's Day game. Then they had the bad loss to Oklahoma in the Big 12 championship game. They fell from number 11 to number 15, and they got passed up in the pecking order by the Washington Huskies. Gary Patterson, quote, if we don't like people knocking us down, then how do you jump back across? You get ready to play, and you go win a ball game and prove you're one of those teams. Of course, TCU's defense, it's a complex defense that may well be able to confuse the young QB in Costello, a 3.35 base for TCU, but that's a defense that's geared towards stopping Big 12 spread offenses. That's why Patterson put it in there. It's not geared towards stopping power rushing games like Stanford brings to the table, not with only 6 guys up front and 5 in the back. I would think TCU is going to have to tweak their defense a little bit here. And of course, TCU also lost their leading rusher, Darius Anderson. He averaged 6 yards per carry in the Big 12 title game. Kyle Hicks, he had 4.5 yards per carry. He's got experience. I'm not expecting a major drop from the Horned Frogs in the run game, despite Anderson's injury. That being said, I don't trust Kenny Hill 1 iota. I like David Shaw's track record in games like this one. That's why it would be Cardinal or pass for me when it comes to the Alamo Bowl.
Hello, SBR YouTube followers. I am JoJo, and before you go, I want to let you know about our new college football contest. As we all know, bowl season is right around the corner. And to add to that excitement, we are announcing our $15K College Bowl Handicapping Showdown. We are going to be awarding amazing prizes, and members from all over the world can join in on the fun. Join our forum, follow us on social media, and remember to share and like this video. I've been your host Jojo, and until next time, thanks for watching.